Welcome all. Now we are going to be discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature. In IUPAC nomenclature, we will see the details about the nomenclature of the alkene system. So when we are going to be discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature of the alkene, let's first see what is the IUPAC. So IUPAC is the International Union of the Pure and Applied Chemistry. So this is the international scientific body which governs and which decide the rules for giving the nomenclature to the compound. See, if we are going to be see the IUPAC nomenclature for the alkene, so the four important things which you have to decide. One is the suffix, is the parent hydrocarbon, locant and the prefix, in which suffix is the principal functional group. That means in case of the alkene, the principal functional group will be the alkene, that is a double bond. And we have to decide the parent hydrocarbon. That means the longest carbon chain has to be decided while giving the nomenclature. As a locant, we have to also discuss about the position of the principal functional group. That means in case of the alkene, at what position that carbon-carbon double bonds are present in the longest possible chain. And the prefix means what? It is the substituent. So for giving the IUPAC nomenclature for the alkene, that four things are very important. Suffix means principal functional group, parent hydrocarbon means it is the longest carbon chain, locant means it is the position of the functional group, and the prefix means the substituent. So when we are going to be start for the IUPAC nomenclature for the alkene, there are some of the basic rule which has been decided by the IUPAC. So what are these rules? Before going for that one, let's see what are the alkenes. So alkenes are the compounds having the general formula CnH twice N, and where N is equal to 2 and the 3, it depends upon the any number, and it contain at least one carbon-carbon double bond. So that means alkenes having the general molecular formula CnH twice N, N can be 2, 3 or any number, and they should contain at least one carbon-carbon double bond. Then they are also called as the olefins. So when we are going to be discuss about the rules for the IUPAC nomenclature for the alkene, the first rule which is going to become is what? Which is the select the longest continuous chain of the carbon atom containing the double bond as the parent chain. So it is a nomenclature for alkene. So we have to see the longest possible carbon chain should be selected, and which should contain the double bond as the parent chain. Then the longest chain containing the functional group, so in case of the alkene it is a double bond, is number such that the double bond is the lowest possible number. So that means while giving the numbering to the longest possible carbon chain, a lowest possible number should be given to the functional group as the alkene. So in this molecule, if we are going to be see, a longest possible carbon chain contain the 5 carbon atoms. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it is a pentane, that means it is a 5 carbon chain. So if we are going to be give the numbering, so if we are going to be start from the right hand side, that is means from this side, so it will become as the carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. So the lowest possible number for the it will become as the 3. But if you are going to be start from the left hand side, it will become as the carbon number 1 and 2. So that means we cannot start the numbering for this alkene from this side. We have to start the numbering from this side because it gives lowest possible number 2 for the functional group. So this is the first rule, which is nothing but the select the longest possible carbon chain, and after selecting the longest possible carbon chain, we have to make sure that a functional group or the double bond should get the lowest possible number. So in this we have to start numbering from left hand side, that is from this side. So the second rule is what? Name the longest possible chain. The name is obtained by replacing the ANE of the alkane with ENE. So if it is a 5 carbon atom, it will be the pentane. But in case of the alkene, ANE of the alkene will be replaced by ENE. So we have to name the longest chain. The name is obtained by replacing the ANE of the alkane with ENE. So in this example, there are 5 carbon atom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will become as the pentane, but it is a alkene as a substituent, alkene as the main functional group, it will become as the pentene, E-N-E. So that will be had, nomenclature will be written as the pentene. So the next rule is what? It is the number the chain from the end closer to the double bond. So that means number the chain from the end closer to the double bond. So that means in this molecule we cannot give the numbering from this side, from the carbon number 5, because it will give the carbon 3 as the lowest possible number to the olefin. So we have to number the chain from the end closer to the double bond. So double bond is near to this side, so we have to give number as carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the only possible way for giving the numbering to the carbon atom in this molecule. So if the substituents are present, the chain is still numbered in a direction that gives the double bond the lowest number. So as we have discussed for the alkane, we have to give the numbering from the lowest possible number to the substituent. So in this case also, if there are substituent, still we have to give the lowest possible number to the double bond. So that means double bond will be the first priority while giving the lowest possible number, then substituent will become. So in this case, whether it is although there is a substituent methyl group is present, but we are going to be start the numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 5. So the next rule which we are going to be discuss, which is the indicate the position of the double bond by the number of the first carbon atom involved into the double bond. That means lower number has to be always involved. So in this example, a carbon-carbon double bond is going to be present into the carbon number 2 and carbon number 3. But while giving the IUPAC nomenclature for the alkene, we have to consider the first number or the lowest number. That means it will be considered as a carbon number 2 will be considered for the IUPAC nomenclature. So although that carbon-carbon double bond is present in carbon number 2 and carbon number 3, but as per the IUPAC rule, we have to select the lowest number from the carbon-carbon double bond while giving the nomenclature. So it will become as the carbon number 2 and not the carbon number 3, because the lower number is 2. So the rule number 5 is what? Alkyl groups and other substituents are number, name and place as prefixes in alphabetical order. So same thing it is going to be happen in case of the alkane. We have to give the alkyl substituent. They can be named as the alphabetical order if there are more than 2 substituents are there, like methyl and ethyl. So we have to utilize the alphabetical order. The second thing is what? When there are 2 methyl groups is there, same substituents are there which are appearing more than 2 times. It will be named as the di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa as the prefixes. So if chains has the more than one substituent, they will be cited in alphabetical order. That is for we have already discussed, that is methyl and ethyl. So ethyl come first, so ethyl should be given as the priority while giving the writing the name. So in this molecule, so it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will become as a 2-methyl 2-pentene, or it is a 2-methyl pen 2-ene. So these 2 indicate it is a position of methyl group, and these 2 indicate it is the position of the carbon-carbon double bond, lowest number. So it is a 2-pentene, and it can be written as a pent dash 2 dash ene. So any one of the system can be utilized while giving the nomenclature for the alkene. So rules for alphabetizing are the same as for the alkane. We have to utilize the alphabetical order, suffixes like di, tri, tetra, same like the alkane system. We have to utilize the comma if there are more than 2 substituents. So the comma should be utilized between the 2 numbers, that is 2 and 3. A hyphen should be utilized between the number and the nomenclature, and again they should be into the continuous word. There should not be any space while giving the nomenclature. So IUPAC nomenclature, if you are going to be see, the basic rule for the alkenes has select the longest continuous chain, which gives the basic as the carbon-carbon double bond. The second rule is what? Number each carbon atom in a basic chain, so that we have to give the lowest number to the functional group. That means a lowest number should be given to the carbon-carbon double bond. So this is the second rule. The third rule is what? For each substituent on the chain, we indicate the position. That means the position of the particular group should be indicated by the number. The next rule is what? The position of the substituent on the chain is indicated by the lowest number possible. That means a lowest possible number should be given to the substituent. The next rule is what? When there are two or more than two substituents are there, we have to indicate the preferences like di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta, octa, like this one. And if the combined substituent numbers and names serve as a prefix, so it should be utilized the prefix for the basic hydrocarbon. So it can be the olefin. For olefin also the same rule is there. Separate the two numbers. If there are more than two substituents which are different, the two numbers has to be separated by commas, and numbers and words has to be separated by hyphens. So it is same like alkane. List the substituent by alphabetically by name. So like methane and ethane. Ethane come first, so ethyl will be written as the first substituent, and then methyl will be written. Words are run together. So these are the basic rules for giving the nomenclature for the alkene. Most of the rules are same like the alkene. So when we are going to be discussed for the alkene, so this is the carbon-carbon double bond. So we have to select the longest possible carbon chain. So there are only two carbon atoms, so it will contain as the ethane. And in case of the alkene, ANE of the alkane will be replaced by ENE. So it is going to become as the ethene as the IUPAC nomenclature. So in this case, we have three carbon atom. So it is considered as a propane. But it is the alkene, so it will be considered as a propene. ANE of alkane will be replaced by ENE. But while giving the nomenclature, we cannot start the carbon number from this methyl. If we are going to be utilize the methyl, double bond will be contain the lowest substituent as number 2. But we have to give the lowest possible number to the functional group. So nomenclature will be start from the right hand side. So it will become as the carbon number 1. So this CH2 will become as the carbon number 1. This CH will be as the carbon number 2, and CH3 will become as the carbon number 3. So there is a double bond which are present between the carbon number 1 and carbon number 2. So it will be considered as the 1 should be utilized for giving the nomenclature. So it will be considered as what? Prop 1 ENE, or simply we can write it as a propene. So when we have this another molecule, we have to always start with longest possible carbon chain. So we have to see that this is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms are there. So it will be the basic parent hydrocarbon will be the pentane. But it is the alkene. So pentane ENE, ANE will be replaced by ENE. So it is going to become a pentene. But in case of the alkene, we have to give the lowest possible number to the alkene. If you are going to be start from this left hand side, a lowest possible number will become as the 2. But if you are going to be start from right hand side, that is from this side, the lowest possible number will become as carbon number 1, 2 and 3. So which is not the acceptable as per the IUPAC rule. So we have to utilize the numbering from left hand side, that is carbon number 1 and carbon number 2. So there is a double bond present in carbon number 1 and 2. So we have to utilize the lowest number as the 2. So it is going to become as pent-2-ENE. So that is the nomenclature for this molecule. So the next example is what? We have to select the longest possible carbon chain. We have to give the lowest possible number to the substituent as well as the lowest possible number to the functional group, that is the alkene. So if you are going to be start this numbering from this right hand side, the lowest possible number for the alkene will become as the 3. But if you are going to be start from the left hand side, the lowest possible number for the alkene will become as the 2. So the best possible way for giving the numbering to this system is the left hand side. So it will be carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, 4 and 5. So 5 carbon atoms are chain is there. So it is a pentane. But the function group is the alkene. So ANE of alkene will be replaced by ENE. So it will become as what? Pent-2-ENE. That 2 indicate that double bond is present between carbon number 2 and 3. We have to always utilize the lowest number. And the substituent which are present is methyl. which is at carbon number 4. So it will come as a 4-methyl pent -2-E. Other rules like numbers and words are has to be separated by hyphen. So this will be the possible nomenclature for this alkene. So the second molecule is there. We have to select the longest possible carbon chain. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbon atom is there. So it is a heptane. But the functional group is alkene. So it will come as a hept-ene. Ane will be replaced by ene. We have to give the lowest possible number to the alkene. So that means we have to start the numbering from right hand side. So it is a carbon number 1, carbon number 2 and carbon number 3. So the lowest possible number will be the 3. So it is going to be as hept-3ene. And substituent is present at carbon number 4. So it will come as a 4-methyl hept-3ene as the IUPAC nomenclature for this compound. So another next compound is what? The substituent is ethyl. And again we have to select the longest possible carbon chain. So it is a carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it is a heptane, but it is a alkene, so it is going to become as a heptene. And the position of the carbon-carbon double bond is carbon number 2 and carbon number 3. So it is a carbon number 3 and carbon number 4. So we have to utilize the lowest number as the 3. So it is a hept-3ene. And one of the substituent which are present at carbon number 4, which is the ethyl. So it is a 4-ethyl hept-3ene as the nomenclature. We cannot start the numbering from this side because it will give the lowest possible number to the double bond as 4, which is not acceptable. It should start from the right hand side so that it will give the lowest possible number as the 3 for the functional group. So in this molecule we have again carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 carbon atom is there. So it is a heptane. But in case of the alkene, ane of the alkane will be replaced by ene. So it is going to become as the hept-ene, heptene. And lowest possible number for the carbon-carbon double bond is number 2. It should be started from this side. So we cannot start numbering from this side. So it is a hept-2ene. And the substituent present is what? Ethyl. And the position of the substituent is what? Carbon number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it is a 4-ethyl hept-2ene. All that hyphen and the comma will be the same as per the nomenclature of the IUPAC. That means word and number can be separated by hyphen. So nomenclature will be what? 4-ethyl hept-2-ene. So the next molecule is what? Same alkene is basic functional group is alkene. Total number of the carbon atom in the chain is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a hexane, but it is a alkene, so it is a hex-ene, hexene. And position of the carbon-carbon double bond is between carbon number 2 and carbon number 3. So it is a hex-2ene. We have to utilize the lowest number. So it is a hex-2ene. And the ethyl is going to be present at the substituent. So it will become as the carbon number 4. So it is a 4-ethyl hex-2-ene. So the next compound we have. So the first rule will be what? Select the longest possible carbon chain. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane. We have to give the lowest possible number to the functional group as the olefin. So numbering will be start from left hand side. This is a carbon number 1, carbon number 2. So it is a carbon-carbon double bond is present between carbon number 2 and carbon number 3. We have to always utilize the lowest number. So it is going to become as pent-2ene. And again substituent is going to be present at carbon number 3 and the substituent is ethyl. So it will become 3-ethyl pent-2ene. So now for the IUPAC nomenclature of the dienes. So all the rules for the diene nomenclature by the IUPAC are almost same. The only thing is what? The functional group is going to be changed. So the first rule will be the same. Find the longest chain containing both the double bond. Dienes means 2 double bonds should be present to inside the molecule. If more than 1 double bonds are found, then use the prefixes di, tri, tetra for 2 carbon, 2 double bond, 3 double bond, 4 double bond. That means if 2 double bonds are there, we have to utilize di. If 3 double bonds are there, we have to utilize tri. And if 4 double bonds are there, we have to utilize the tetra. Alkenes containing 2 double bonds are normally called as what? Alkadine. So the IUPAC nomenclature for the dienes will be normally written as the alkadine. So alkane will be given and the ANE will be replaced by di-ENE. ANE of the alkane will be replaced by di-ENE. So it is normally also called as the alkadine. So use corresponding alkane name but replace the NE. So in case of the diene, A will be written as it is. Only NE will be replaced by di-ENE. So it is what? Alkadine. So in case of the IUPAC nomenclature for the diene, NE, only NE we replace by the di-ENE. A will be written as it is. So nomenclature is going to become alkadines. So this is the first example. We can easily observe. So there is the 2 double bonds are there. Carbon-carbon double bonds are there. So it is going to become di-ENE. We have to give the longest possible carbon chain. So it will be considered as how much carbon atom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to consider the carbon-carbon double bond, 2 double bonds. So only this will be the longest possible chain. So 5 carbon atoms here. So it is a pentane. So if it is a pentane, Ne will replace by di-ENE. So it is going to become pentadiene. And the position of the double bond is what? Between carbon number 1 and 2 and carbon number 4 and 5. So it is going to become as 1,4-pentadiene. And the substituent present is what? It is a butyl, and which is a carbon number 3. So it is going to become 3-butyl-1,4-pentadiene. And two numbers are always separated by the comma, and the number and words has been separated by the hyphen. So it will be having the nomenclature 3-butyl-1,4-pentadiene. So in case of the number into the direction that gives the lowest possible number to the double bond. So as we have already seen, so we have to give the lowest possible number to the double bond. So if you are going to be see this one, it will be written as a number as what? Carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is a heptane. If it is a heptane, in heptane, Ne will be replaced by di-ENE. So it is going to become as a heptadiene. And the carbon-carbon double bonds are present between carbon number 1 and 2 and carbon number 5 and 6. So it is going to become as hepta-1,5-diene or 1,5-heptadiene. So list substituent in alphabetical order. So we have to utilize alphabetical order. So for this molecule, it is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is a heptane. And Ne will replace by di-ENE. So it is going to become what? Heptadiene. The position of the double bond between carbon number 2 and carbon number 3, as well as carbon number 4 and carbon number 5. So it is going to become as hepta-2,4-diene. There are two substituents are present. One is methyl, another one is ethyl. But as per the IUPAC nomenclature, we have to utilize the alphabetical order. So ethyl will become first, then the methyl. So it is going to become as what? 5-ethyl, 2-methyl, hepta-2,4-diene. So it is going to become as 5-ethyl, 2-methyl, 2,4-heptadiene. So it is a ethyl will become first, then methyl, and it is separated by comma. So place the number indicating the double bond position either in front of the parent carbon or immediately before the diene. So we can consider this as 2,4 before the diene, where we are going to be mention it is a heptadiene, hepta-2,4-diene or 2,4-heptadiene. Any one of the system will be acceptable. So for this system, it will be like we can mention it as the 5-ethyl, 2-methyl, 2,4-heptadiene. So that means we have to give the 2,4 before the nomenclature of this heptadiene, or we can write it is before diene. So hepta-2,4-diene can also be written as. So if you are going to be see the nomenclature of this, so we have to first see, okay, it is a diene system, two double bonds are there. Second rule is what? We have to select the longest possible carbon chain. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and we have to give the lowest possible number to the functional group as the olefin. So if you are going to be start from this side, which is the left hand side, it will become as a carbon number 2. But if you are going to be start from right hand side, it will be as a carbon number 1. So we can start the numbering from this. So it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane. So Ne will be replaced by di-Ne. So it is a pentadiene. And the position of the double bond is between carbon number 1 and 2, carbon number 3 and 4. So it is a 1 and 3 pentadiene. And the substituent which are present at number 3. So it is a 3 ethyl penta 1 3 di-Ne. So whenever we are going to utilize the numbering for this one, we have to utilize the lowest carbon number while writing the nomenclature of the alkene. So for this molecule, so it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane. Ne will be replaced by di-Ne. So it is going to become as a pentadiene. And the position of the carbon-carbon double bond is between carbon number 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So it is a penta 1,3-diene. And one substituent is there which is methyl, which is at carbon number 3. So it is a 3-methyl penta 1,3-diene. So it is a 3-methyl pentane 1,4-diene. How this nomenclature will become, we are going to be discuss. So it will be having longest possible carbon chain as carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane. So if it is a diene, it is a pentadiene. And it is a carbon number 1 and carbon number 4, lowest possible number. So it is a penta or 4-diene. And the substituent which is the methyl, which is present at the carbon number 3. So it is a 3-methyl penta 1,4-diene. So the next substituent which are present or the functional group we are going to be discuss, which is what? Carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atom is there, so it is a pentane. But in case of the diene, the Ne of the alkane will be replaced by diene. So it is going to become as a pentadiene. And the position of the double bond is between carbon number 1 and 2 and carbon number 4 and 5. So it is a penta 1,4-diene. And the substituent is at carbon number 3, which is the ethyl. So it is a 3-ethyl penta 1,4-diene. So in case of the cycloalkenes, we are going to be discuss the nomenclature as, for cycloalkenes, we have to utilize all the rules as same. The only thing is what? Cycloalkenes. We have to put cyclo word before the nomenclature of the alkene. And again, we have to give the lowest possible number to the substituent as well as the olefin also. So this is what? 6 carbon atom is there. So it is a cyclohexane. So it is a hexane. 6 carbon ring is there. So it is a hexane. But it is a cyclic. So it is a cyclohexane. But the ANE of the alkane will be replaced by ENE in case of the olefin as the functional group. So it is going to become as cyclohexene. So now in the case of the nomenclature, we have to see there is a 5 carbon atom containing ring is there. So it is going to become as the pentane. So if it is a pentane, ANE will be replaced by ENE. So it is a pentene. But it is a cyclic ring. So we have to utilize the cyclo word. So it is going to become cyclopentene. And the substituent should be given lowest possible number. So it will be like 1, 2, 3. So it is a 3-methyl cyclopentene. And again, the very basic rule is what? We have to give the lowest possible number to the carbon-carbon double bond. Then lowest possible number to the substituent. So that's why it will come as the 3-methyl cyclopentene. Use the cyclo word before the name. So for this molecule, we have to consider a lowest possible number should be given to the substituent as well as the double bond. So this is the 6 carbon atom ring is there. So it is a hexane. So if it is a alkene, it will be as what? Cyclohexene. Cyclo word should be. So it is what? Cyclohexene. And numbering will be start in such a way that it should be given the lowest possible number to the substituent. So it will come as carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. Carbon number 1 contain as the ethyl substituent and carbon number 2 will be contain methyl as a substituent, but as per as the alphabetical order, ethyl come first, then methyl. So it will be what? 1 ethyl, 3 methyl cyclohex 1 ene. For this molecule, the nomenclature should be start from this, because lowest possible number to be given to the substituent as well as the double bond. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3. So it is a 3 methyl, and 6 carbon atom ring is there. So it is a cyclohexene. So we can mention it as a 3 methyl cyclohex 1 ene. In case of the 1 ene, we can normally write as write is 1, or we cannot write it as a 1. Both the things are possible. So for this molecule, 2 substituents are there. Olefin should be given as the lowest possible number, then substituent should be given as the lowest possible number. So it is what? 5 carbon atom change. So it is going to become as the pentene, and it is a cyclic, so it is a cyclopentene. And methyl and ethyl substituent is there, so we have to give the numbering here, because double bond should get the lowest possible number. So it is a 1 methyl, 3 ethyl, but as per the IUPAC rule, we have to give the lowest possible number to the substituent as well as the alphabetical order. So it will become as what? 3 ethyl, 1 methyl cyclopent 1 ene. So next molecule is what? Again 5 carbon atoms are there in a cyclic ring, so it will be the cyclopentane. Again it is a alkene as a nomenclature, so it is going to become as a pentene. So for IUPAC nomenclature of the cyclic system, we have to utilize the cyclo word. So it is going to become as a cyclopentene, and the substituent present is methyl. So it is a 1 methyl cyclopentene. So it is what? 4 carbon containing ring is there. So it is a butane. So basic nomenclature is going to become butane. ANE will be replaced by ENE. So it is a butene, and it is a cyclic ring, so we have to put the cyclo word. So it is going to become as cyclobutene. So this is what? 1 methyl cyclobutene, because substituent is also present there. So it is a 1 methyl cyclobutene, or 1 methyl cyclobut dash 1 dash ene. So IUPAC nomenclature of the cycloalkane. The next example is what? It is a diene. 2 double bonds are there. So as per as the IUPAC nomenclature of diene, we have to use the word diene, and we have to give the numbering in such a way that it should be having the lowest possible number to the substituent. So we have to give numbering from here: carbon number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there is a carbon-carbon double bond between carbon number 1 and 2 and carbon number 3 and 4. So it is going to become as penta 1,3-diene. It is a cyclic, so it is a cyclopenta 1,3-diene. Substituents are present at carbon number 2, so it is going to become 2 methyl cyclopenta 1,3-diene. So another example, which is the cyclic system, diene system is there. So 6 member is there, so we have to mention it as a hexadiene, and the position of the double bond is between carbon number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Between carbon number 1 and carbon number 3 is important. So it is a cyclohexa 1,3-diene, and substituent present at carbon number 2. So it is what? 2 methyl cyclohexa 1,3-diene. So this is the next nomenclature we are going to be discuss. We have to give the lowest possible number to the substituent as well as the double bond. So in this case, methyl is there as well as ethyl. So ethyl is the longest functional group is there, big functional group is there. So we have to numbering from here. So it is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4. So we have to utilize the lowest carbon number for the nomenclature in alkene. So it is a cyclohexa 1,3-diene, and substituents present are methyl as well as ethyl. So we have to utilize the alphabetical order. So it will become as the 1 ethyl 3 methyl cyclohexa 1,3-diene. So in this video we have discussed about the IUPAC nomenclature of the alkene, then alkadiene as well as the cycloalkene also. In all this nomenclature we have seen all the basic rules for the nomenclature will be same like the alkene. The only difference is what? In case of the alkane, ANE of the alkane will be replaced by ENE. In case of the cycloalkene, it will be replaced, ANE will be replaced by the cyclo, alkene. So cyclo word should be put up. In case of the diene, Ne of the alkane will be replaced by diene and A of the alkane will be contains as it is, and it is going to become the nomenclature of alkadines. So these are what we have discussed about the IUPAC nomenclature for the alkene system as a olefin system as well. So if you like the content of this video, you can share this video, you can like this video, as well as you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.